From revamped origin stories of some of the most popular superheroes, to a man beating a teenager like he owed him 3 months' rent, comic books are full of tons of moments that have made us go,
"Hey yo, what the fuck?"
And today, we're going over Volume 4 of my series, Messed Up Moments in Comics. I may have covered your favorite messed up moment in comics already, so check out Volumes 1 and 2. And if I haven't, feel free to leave a comment down below with your favorite messed up moment in comics. New shorts are uploaded daily, so go ahead and check them out. With all that being said, go ahead and leave a like on the video, subscribe for more, and let's hop into today's volume. Recently, I made a YouTube short talking all about Paul and MJ's relationship. However, there was something I left out, and it involves Peter. At one point, Peter's talking with Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, and that's when he drops the line. Peter straight up says that he thinks of MJ more like a sister. Excuse me? Hold on there, friends. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same Peter and MJ. So Peter thinks of this as sisterly behavior, and he obviously thinks this is okay for siblings to do as well. Are you completely sure about that? Just to really hammer this home, he married somebody who he thinks of as a sister? This is Talia al Ghul, otherwise known as the Daughter of the Demon. She and Batman have a complicated relationship, to say the least. But why? You may think it's because her dad is Ra's al Ghul, leader of the League of Assassins, and basically the person who trained Batman in some iteration. Or maybe it's because they had a physical relationship, and now he's with Catwoman. Well, it's a little bit closer to the truth. In reality, the real problem comes from the fact that she drugged Batman and had her way with him, resulting in the birth of their son, who Batman honestly didn't know about. But you may recognize him as the DCU's newest Robin, Damian Wayne. Yeah, that's right. It was non-consensual on Batman's part. And just like I said with the assault of Nightwing before him, if the roles were reversed, there would be riots. Messed up moments in comics that made us go,
"Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Part 43. This is Batman issue number 686, and in this issue, we discover how Bruce Wayne died. While having a near-death experience, Batman gets to witness his own funeral, where he sees friends and foes. And that's where we learn the shocking truth. After the death of his parents, Bruce became Batman. Unfortunately, though, he wasn't really a good crime fighter. So, Alfred, being the father figure to Bruce that he was, decided to take measures into his own hands. And how would he do this? He fabricated supervillain stories and had actors play the most famous Batman villains we know today. But Batman needed a true nemesis, and who better to play him than Alfred himself? In this comic, Alfred was the Joker. Bruce eventually finds out about this, and Alfred tries to stop him from fighting the Riddler. Unfortunately, Bruce doesn't listen to Alfred and goes to confront him, where he gets shot point blank, leading to the funeral at the beginning of the issue. In 1984, we got the mini-arc known as the Judas Contract, and anyone familiar with Teen Titans knows that this is going to be a doozy. The Teen Titans member Tara is one of the key members of this story, along with Blade Wilson himself, Deathstroke. And this is where the messed up part starts. Because you see, it was revealed that Tara was a double agent working with Slade the entire time. And you might be thinking to yourself, that's not that bad. But it gets worse. Because you see, they weren't just partners in crime. They were partners in life. Yeah, that's right. He's a supervillain in every sense of the word. Don't worry, friends, it gets much better. Because he ends up killing his superhero son, and Tara dies in the process as well. Has this all been retconned at some point? Probably. But it still doesn't change the fact that Deathstroke was with an underage girl. Chris Hansen's been notified. But hey, this arc gave us Nightwing, so that's fun. We are all familiar with Thanos, the Mad Titan, obsessed with death, wanting to wipe out half the universe. But what about the time he did something good? This is the time Thanos helped an old woman cross the street. You might be thinking to yourself, Alex, this isn't messed up. Let me explain. Thanos purposely halted traffic to help this woman cross the street, because there was a passenger on board, this young girl. And at first this doesn't seem significant, until a little later on in her life. Because Thanos goes to visit her on her deathbed, and that's when he drops the bomb. By helping the old woman across the road that day, he stopped the flow of traffic. The young girl, Stephanie Critcher, wouldn't meet somebody who was very impactful to her life, which would have set her down a path of curing all diseases, world hunger, and inequality. He tells her by doing this, he basically made her waste her life. Then she dies. Shout out for the suggestion. Messed up moments in comics that made us go,
"Hey yo, what the fuck?"
Part 46. This is the superior Spider-Man, and although he may look like Peter Parker, there's a deep dark secret there. In Spider-Man issue number 700, it was revealed that Peter Parker and Dr. Otto Octavius switched bodies. After Doc Ock gained control of Peter's body, he ended up encountering Scorpion. During the fight, Superior Spider-Man ended up knocking Scorpion's jaw clean off, making Doc Ock realize, oh my god, he's been holding back all along. But the really messed up part is the fact that Doc Ock's body that Peter's mind is now trapped in was dying. During Peter's final moments, their consciousness starts to meld, and Otto gets to live all of Peter's memories, but with Otto in there in his place. With all of this happening, Otto is able to tell Peter, in Otto's old body, that he understands with great power comes great responsibility. And with that, the Peter that we knew was gone. This is All-Star Batman and Robin, and you may be asking yourself, why is Batman yellow? There's a simple answer, actually. Originally, one of Green Lantern's main weaknesses was the color yellow. So when Batman had to face off against Hal Jordan, he decided to take that to the extreme. Bruce skirted child labor laws and made Robin paint not only himself, Batman, but the entire set the color yellow. This would render Hal Jordan's ring completely useless. And that's when Robin decided to snap. Robin leapt into action, punching Hal Jordan in the throat, crushing his windpipe, making it so he couldn't breathe. Thankfully, Bruce was there, and he stepped into action by throwing Robin against a wall, beating the crap out of him for a second, and performed an emergency tracheotomy, that way saving Hal's life. After doing so, he even dropped this line: "Congratulations, kid. You're not a murderer." Good Lord. In Thanos Annual number 1, we track the Mad Titan in his quest to destroy someone's life. The story opens up with Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's telling us the story about how Thanos decides to torture a young baby named David. He decides to visit him once a year on his birthday, and things start off small. On his first birthday, you can see Thanos steals his blanket, causing the baby to cry through the night. However, things quickly escalate, as on his 5th birthday, he causes a car accident with his father still in the car. On David's 16th birthday, Thanos makes him break up with his girlfriend. On his 21st, he doesn't let David have a drink. On his 25th, he burns down his grad school. On his 27th, he makes him get fired from his job and kills his cat. This all changes on his 30th birthday, where he thinks he's finally free because the Avengers exiled him from the planet. However, Thanos returns the following year and sucks his entire neighborhood into a black hole. Finally, on his 45th birthday, he confronts Thanos, stating that all of this must be a test to see if David will take his own life. But really, Thanos doesn't even care. Messed Up Moments in Comics, Part 49. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Ultimate Spider-Man, but Peter wasn't always himself. In between issues 66 and 67 of Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter actually switches places with the man himself, Wolverine. And it's a lot creepier than you'd think. So Logan wouldn't stop hitting on Jean Grey, so she did the logical step, what anyone would do, and sent his brain to Spider-Man's body. She didn't intentionally send him to Spider-Man's body, it was just the place that he would least want to go. And Wolverine does what every 200-year-old man trapped in a 15-year-old's body would do, and tries to hook up with his girlfriend. I mean, for the love of God, just look at that face. That should tell you everything you need to know. Thankfully, Jean switches them back, and Spider-Man rightfully is pissed, as you can tell by his copious amounts of cursing. And he does meet back up with MJ and says that he's sorry, that he wasn't himself, which, I mean, is accurate. She dropped the bomb that they did try to hook up. This whole story made us all go,
Hey, yo, what the f?
Messed Up Moments in Comics, Part 50. This is the DC Comics character, Big Barda, and this is her fateful encounter with Superman. In this issue of Action Comics, both Superman and Big Barda were under the control of a character named Sleaze. As you can see right there is Mr. Miracle, Big Barda's husband. While they're both being mind-controlled by Sleaze, let's just say that he makes them do an adult film. Yeah, seriously, he mind-controls both Superman and Big Barda, introduces them to a director of adult material, and proceeds to film the entire thing, while Mr. Miracle tries to track them down and free them from the control. Mr. Miracle is able to break in and stop it before it goes too far. But the problem is, we really don't know how far it went, and unfortunately, neither do they. We do get this amazing shot of Mr. Miracle's face. I mean, look at the pure hatred he has for both of them in this moment. And eventually, they all go their separate ways and decide never to talk about this again. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like, as it really does help. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more. If you'd like another way to support the channel, consider becoming a member, as you'll get custom emotes, member-only polls, as well as a shout out at the end of each video. It is by no means necessary, but it does go a long way to help. Once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's gone ahead and watched this video. Go ahead and comment down below your favorite messed up moment in comics, and if I haven't covered it, I'll do my best to try. Don't forget to tune in every morning for a new episode of Messed Up Moments in Comics. I hope you have a great day, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.